Now we'll begin to this issue, have no doubt. But in today's episode, we're actually gonna fix a ridiculous problem that happened to me out on track.
Nope, 16 doesn't work.
Let me see.
Let's see if the 17 works.
Yeah. All looks normal in there, right? Well, besides the engine missing. How about now? You know, I've touched pretty much every bit inside this engine bay at one point or another, except for the steering rack mounting bolts. You see, that's the original factory bolt on the passenger side. That thing's fine. That top bolt and that bottom bolt, both were missing, and they both wiggled loose out on track. Now, obviously, that didn't just happen. They had to have been working themselves out over time. Let's keep in mind this car's from 1992. People were messing with it before I ever even got to the thing. But clearly, it needed some attention. So this really was like a sketchy thing, to be honest. This was out at the last Honda track meet at the firm. It felt like the first, I don't know, quarter bit of the turn I gave it, nothing happened. Because I was like, oh, and you know, you go for the turn and like, it was like, whoa. Like I just slowed way down, gave it a little bit more beans going through the next corner. Again, felt that little bit of weird play in the steering wheel. So I brought it into the pits. And then it turns out when I got back into the pits, both of those bolts were missing. Now clearly you can see like the bushing inside of this thing is all messed up. That's pushed out into the back. That top bolt is pretty much the one holding it real good. That thing almost just left for giggles because I don't know how much it's doing. But it actually allowed me to complete the track day. So what I did was get online and order some of the parts. These are actual Honda parts here, and you know, part numbers for the actual bushing piece that you're supposed to put the bolt through. Here's a couple of the bolts. This is what's gonna go on the top and bottom. And then here's some other bushing pieces. All OEM Honda stuff. I didn't opt for the energy suspension or anything like that. I didn't honestly feel like it was necessary. There you go, bud. No, the other way. You want to go the other way with it. So you bring it this way, then back, then this way, and back. There you go. Whoa. Nice. Good job. My boy Luca, he's doing so good out here with me, man. He's learning all about tools. We're having a blast. So that bolt that Luca took out, I framed the picture, put the bolt in the shadow box for him. I'm so proud of him, man. We're gonna put this in his room for him. Something to remember. All right, I'm gonna lower this thing down so you can simulate and you can see how much the steering rack is moving. All right, so wheels back on the ground. See how these bolts are out, okay? You see how it's off a little bit already. This is how it was mid-corner, mind you. Yeah, that's how crazy it got out there. Mid-corner, I'm like, what in the heck is this? And look, even there, just doing my little test, this original bushing then fell out. This guy right here just kind of needs to be moved and then pressed on out too. Enough to kind of wiggle that thing out and put the new one in. All right, bud, see if that 12 fits on there.
Nope.
Well, turn it around the other way. Remember, we need that other side?
This side?
Yes, put that side on it.
Nope, it doesn't fit.
Okay, here, try this one. So 14. Let me see, 12. Okay, try the 14.
I kept done that.
Perfect.
Yep.
Our hands are getting all dirty, huh?
Yeah, I am getting all
All right, so here's what we're working with. Here's the new bolts. Here's the new bushing that it'll go through, or solid bushing anyway. And then here's the new rubber grommet that kind of goes around it. This is the part number for the solid bushing, part number for the bolt, and part number for the rubber bushing. So I loosened up that side a bit. Oh yeah, there we go. You see how it's got the metal one, and then this rubber guy was kind of in there like that. So that guy's the old one there, and then here's the new one, and the new bushing, so just, whoa, that's much tighter. That's a good thing. All right, so that should actually help the steering play a little bit. Solid metal bushing, new rubber grommet in. Gonna get that for the bottom as well.
Yes, but now I need a wrench. Could you get the 17 wrench for me?
17?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, get the 17. When you see 17, give it to me.
And you say please?
Please. Yeah, this is it.
That's gonna be new on the top and bottom, folks. Now, where'd you get that one bolt, Luca? Oh, here, this guy. This is our new bolt. We need to put that 10 bolt up in here. You wanna do that?
Mm-hmm. Your hands are very dirty.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, my hands are not that dirty.
But you wanna put that bolt through here? Push. Check and see if that 14 fits on there.
Nope.
Okay, we need bigger?
No, we need a bigger one. Nope, 16 doesn't work.
Let me see.
Let's see if a 17 works.
Okay. All right, 17. Oh.
Yeah, 17 works.
Wow, Luca's starting to crank that. I'm gonna get this other bolt. Other bolt, other washer for the bottom. Help this guy along.
Now we're sewing there.
Now it's on there. Okay, so here's where this takes a turn then. Top bolt, awesome. In there very well. New bushing, new hard bushing, great. 14s, both top and bottom, very good. Bottom one over here, had the bolt all the way in, but it still had a little bit of wiggle to it. Check out the bolt. So you can see how it's kind of getting mangled up and through there. And then this top last little bit of threads right here isn't even touched. And so this thing isn't totally going all the way in and seating, and that is the problem. So that is obviously a byproduct of me putting in that other bolt, which probably was not the right thread pitch or size or whatever it was. So a little bit more work to do. I need to go ahead and, actually, I think I have a tap set. And I do. I forgot I haven't used this in a long time. The last thing I used this for was actually on one of the wheel studs. All right. Essential tool right here, buddy. Well, first off, vice grips. Totally essential tool. I've used these things all over the car. Second, this tap and die set that I got. Look at all the junk that it's got inside of there. Okay, awesome stuff, man. I put this bolt back in, the one from the top there. I just went ahead and tried it on the bottom, and it is tightening up really well. I can't wiggle this thing now, and I definitely could before, and it's not even totally in there seated yet. Haven't torqued it down. So I need to order another bolt for the top here, put those 14s all the way on, make sure everything is totally buttoned all the way up, but this guy's gonna be good to go. And that was it, kids. New bolts top and bottom. That thing is solid. So we got the steering rack fixed. That was a ridiculous problem to have in the first place. And you saw how much that steering rack moved when I would turn the wheel. Got the new bolts put in and the steering rack is good to go. But out of this whole time, I'll tell you my favorite part about working on this job was working with my son, Luca. No, the other way. You wanna go the other way with it. So you bring it this way. That. It is awesome to have him out in the garage with me. There you go. Just as my buddy out there, we have fun, we laugh. But also showing him about working with your hands, getting to know tools, learning about all the different sockets, what the tools do, and then actually using them. Such a good experience for him and myself. Thank you all so much for watching. Talk to you in the next one.